So we will pick it up from here and counting and place value. We've talked about place value briefly in our introductory video, and now we're going to pick it up. So here's a summary of the place value system. We provide more information on this in our book. The idea now is that you should be able to look at a number and say the place value of each of the numbers there. Numbers represent quantities, and the position matters. Same digit you could have the same digit and different value depending on what the position is in the number. We use a base 10 system, but there is a system called the base 60 system. The Babylonians come into play when we talk about that. In math history, we have the Babylonians, we have the Egyptians that we talk about, the Chinese, the Indians. We could go on and talk about civilizations. I want to encourage you to take time and learn about some of the civilizations and the roles that they played in math history. Journey Through Genius by Dr. William Dunham does a good job of talking about this, but we can discuss more of this later. So when we deal with place value, we can move up to the millions. We've talked about place value of like 10,000, but the thousands and tens of thousands. But now you could go to the millions, and you can see here that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 is in the millions. So at this point, young people don't really deal with numbers that might be dealing in the trillions or billions, right? And so we have to keep in mind that the place value, it's helpful to know these place values. However, in terms of applicability, most people are not dealing with things that count into the millions and billions on a day-to-day basis. Now, there are numbers bigger than millions and billions and trillions, and we'll get there when we get there. In my book, Tools for Mastering Mathematics, which you can get a free copy of, you can email me, amos@countingtocalculus.org to get it. And I talk about bigger numbers, and there's resources for that as well. So that'll be a fun project. Like, what is the biggest number you know? So GDPs can be in trillions, for example. People are billionaires or millionaires, or salaries are in the hundreds of thousands or tens of thousands. These just gives you an idea of numbers and quantity and how they work. After we understand place value, one of the things that is helpful is then being able to compare numbers. So we can compare numbers by, you take a number like 4,567 and 4,532. Notice that the thousands place, they're both fours. So you have to move over to the hundreds place, they're both fives. Then you move over to the tens place and you realize the one on the left is greater than the one on the right. Great. The order, we should be able to order numbers. Again, this is a skill that will be very important. And we do that in many ways daily. Everyone is sort of a mathematician, by the way, in the sense that we are always using numbers in different ways. So we start from the left, we compare place value, place by place, and that's how we compare numbers. So this is a series of problems that you could try for comparing numbers. This would be a good exercise, understanding place values and then comparing numbers and putting them in order. That will be where I'll leave you for this video. Thank you for watching. We'll continue the journey from counting to calculus. Please like, share, and subscribe. We look forward to guiding you all the way to the very end of the pre-algebra concept so that you go into Algebra 1 with confidence. Take care and have a blessed day.